Well, hello everyone, thank you again so very much for sitting down and joining me today. It's so very nice to meet you if I haven't already met you in some way, shape, or form. My name is Ryan, and today we have a sale haul video. Apologies in advance because it is late at night where I'm filming and the cat has decided to start doing the cat thing. She's got the cat thing stance ready, the late night cat thing, so hopefully I've already had to restart this a few times from her doing the cat thing. So if you hear some rustling, it's the cat thing. But this particular sale haul comes from Grindhouse Video, and Grindhouse Video is located at Tampa, Florida. They are a brick and mortar store that is currently only open at the time of me recording this for online sales only. Hopefully that will change in the near future. And this comes from the Blue Underground sale that they had. And I am totally behind Grindhouse Video at this point. I really love what they're doing. Every Monday, the owner, Mike, does a live stream on their Facebook page for his customers to answer questions and let them know what's coming out, what the store is stocking. I had to reach out because, funny enough, this was right before all of the Memorial Day sales. And then when the Memorial Day sales happened, yeah, it happened to all of us, where we just went a little bit too crazy and we had too many orders going in too many places. And I was 99% sure that I did in fact place my order for this sale, but I couldn't find an email for it. My bank statement hadn't been issued for that time period yet. I couldn't find anything. So I mean, I felt a little ridiculous asking, did I place an order from you? Can you check for me? And especially, you know, since, I mean, with the current situation and the type of stuff that Mike stocks in the store, he gets bombarded all of the time. So, and I definitely kind of felt bad for that, but luckily he was super nice, super helpful, sent me the info right away, and then got it out very quickly. I was already next in line to get my order out very quickly. So we have a nice box here. There are 6 titles in this box, and all of them are blind buys. 2 of these in here are blind buys that, so they're I'm gonna get a lot of flack for these from some people. There are 2 movies that I should have seen, that I should have already seen, knowing the type of, if you've seen any of my videos or if you've talked to me before and you know the kind of films that I really enjoy, and the type of stuff that I'm gonna be buying from a place called Grindhouse Video. These are 2 films that you would have imagined I would have already seen, but I haven't. So with that out of the way, let's go into the box real quick though and see what it is that I picked up. So let's get right into it. We've got our paper, and then here is everything that we've got. So 6 titles, bubble wrap for my kid and possibly me. Okay, so we'll go right off of the top, and this is Uncle Sam. Now, the reason that I had picked up Uncle Sam, like I said, again, all of these are blind buys. Like, I'm a lot more comfortable with blind buying from certain places, and then obviously when there are things associated with the film that really get me into it, this is one of them. But yeah, but it's just, I've talked about the way that I budget before. So the way that I budget, I mean, I kind of budget for sales. And when I know about sales that are happening, especially if it's long enough that I can get some money saved up for it, and plus, $65 is the free shipping mark for Grindhouse Video, so I wanted to make sure that I got the free shipping on there. So this one stars Isaac Hayes, Shaft himself, or Chef, who was it was a Korean War, or yes, from the first Gulf War, where he plays Sergeant Sam Harper, whose body was found as a casualty of friendly fire. But then he is now back from the dead, this presumed dead war veteran who is now coming after anything and anybody that is unpatriotic. So the thing that I love about it though, so we're definitely gonna get, I mean, we're getting a zombie film, but it should be very absurdly tongue-in-cheek because it is written by Larry Cohen, who did The Stuff, one of the most absurd tongue-in-cheek satires. I love that film. So I'm really excited to check this one out. There's a lot of special features on this one too. On this one we have because it's directed by William Lustig as well, who's going to make an appearance in here as well. So we have, there's two different commentaries, one with William Lustig, Larry Cohen, and the producer George Brownstein, and then the second commentary is with William Lustig and Isaac Hayes. And then there is a audio commentary with the stunt coordinator, deleted scene, gag reel, trailer, the usual fanfare with that. So we have 3 different commentary tracks on here. So really, really excited to check out Uncle Sam. The next one, I think they're both, the ones that I was talking about earlier are both here. They are. So these 2 films, just to kind of get out of the way, these 2 films are ones that I should have seen a long time ago that for whatever reason I just didn't see. And these were both just released by Blue Underground through 4K. They both got 4K releases. And included in this Blue Underground sale were both Blu-ray versions of the titles, the 3-disc special editions and the standard single-disc Blu-rays. And it was a little bit tough because I knew that I was probably going to love these movies and probably going to want to upgrade to the 4K. And I'm sure that's still going to be the case. So I didn't want to get the 3-disc special edition because there was a part of me that was saying you should just kind of hold off and get the 4Ks. But the price point for the single disc standard, I couldn't pass up the deal. I couldn't pass up the deal just to have the movie now, just to see the movie now, because it does not have, neither one of them come with near the special features that are going to be present in the 4K release. The second one, yes. The first one, no. So just get it out there in the open. The very first one is Zombie. I've never, ever seen Zombie, Lucio Fulci's Zombie. I just never have. Everybody that has seen this, they know. It's one of the most infamous, celebrated films with horror fans. Yeah, and I just have not seen it, but this is going to be the 2K transfer. I don't know the year that this one actually came out. 2012 is what it says for here, that this version was 2012. 1979 was the actual film, but 2012 was this one here. So yeah, I just haven't seen it, and this was a fantastic way to rectify that. Same thing with this next one, and I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm ashamed. I am ashamed to a degree because the next one is Maniac. Yeah, the next one is Maniac, and I've seen the remake with Elijah Wood, and I really very much enjoyed the remake, and I think I'm gonna have a much more enjoyable time with the original, especially due to the huge status and the huge fanfare that surrounds this, of this, you know, this predator in the night who then starts a relationship and is trying to, and so we get to see, you know, we're literally seeing the story of a maniac and living through everyday life. And I think Tom Savini did the effects on this one. Yes, Tom Savini did the gore effects, and this is William Lustig again who did that one, and Maniac Cop. I don't know if he did all of the Maniac Cops, but he did the first one. So yeah, this is definitely, these are both going to be absolute treats for me. So because I got these for a super good price for the sale, just to get the standard edition Blu-rays of it, yeah, if I do end up loving them as much as I think I will, then I will definitely save up to get the 4Ks as long as they are still available, which I would imagine that they would be. I am a little bit upset that I did not drop for the 4Ks right away, but it was harder to do 2 titles that are basically required viewing for my tastes right away, blind buy for just 2 titles to have the same price point that I did for here. So this way I get a chance to check it out. But we do have a bunch of special features on here. We have 2 different commentaries and a bunch of featurettes and interviews, TV spots, radio spots, trailers, that sort of fanfare. So I'm happy that I at least get to finally check out those 2 movies. Now this one as well, I'm going to cover up part of the cover on here. Just, you never know. The Toolbox Murders. The Toolbox Murders exploitation film. It's a handyman that starts killing women that he views immoral with the tools of his trade. This one I'm excited about all of these. To be honest with you, who did this? Dennis Donnelly. directed by Dennis Donnelly. And this is what year? We have 2015 for the Blu-ray release in 1977. I know that this stars Cameron Mitchell, who was also in Blood and Black Lace. So let's see here. We have an audio commentary on here. There is an interview with the star, Marianne Walter, and a TV spot, radio spot, that sort of thing. I like the TV spots and radio spots for these older Grindhouse flicks and exploitation films. I really, really do enjoy that. So, yeah, vilified by critics, banned by censors, and treasured by splatter fans worldwide. So this is going to be... It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for all of these. Like I said, I'm 100% behind what Mike is doing at Grindhouse Video. Really, really am. This one is what year? I wish I would have looked these years up, but just had them in my mind. 1981. This is Tom Savini coming back here in this haul video as well for the effects, and this is the Prowler. This one is very similar. I mean, I'm sure not exactly similar, but it's reminiscent to me of The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember which one came out first, but this is the thing that is 30 years after a grisly murder took place, where now there is this, appearing to be the same Prowler that is now terrorizing this town. So this should definitely be a lot of fun. I'm curious to see if it is very similar to The Town That Dreaded Sundown, or if I am completely off with that as well. But it's directed by Joseph Zito, who did the not the last Friday the 13th, but the final chapter. Was that 7 I think? And the last one that I have in this Grindhouse Video sale haul is I'm telling you, I should have already had this ready. I feel rude to you guys. 1981's Dead and Buried. This one I had never heard of before. At least all of these I had heard of before, or was at least familiar with the poster. I had never heard of this one before, and it's said the creators of Alien. I don't remember. Let me see. Who was okay, all right, it's Dan O'Bannon, a writer from Alien. Robert Englund does star in this one, but this one it's a really cool premise. There's another IP that was definitely many years after this that reminds me very much of this. And I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. I think it was a TV show, but I really can't remember. If you can remember based on what I'm going to say after this, let me know. Essentially, so what is it called? Potter's Bluff? Yes, where it's a big tourist town, and then the tourists are being brutally murdered, but then they're coming back. Then they are now reappearing as stand-up citizens of the town. So very bizarre, very weird take on the zombie. I would appear to be zombie. Maybe it's a little bit more sci-fi, maybe more supernatural than that. I don't know, and that's what I have a lot of fun. This is fun to me. A singular blend of creepy atmosphere and gruesome shocks. Very cool, and always having something with Robert Englund in it as well. There are some special features in here. We have audio commentaries, 3 audio commentaries, 3 different featurettes, and some trailers. So, Dead and Buried. That is everything that I got in this Blue Underground sale from Grindhouse Video. Like I said, fully support what they're doing over there. Mike's a really cool guy. Would definitely say give them some love, because he's got a buy 2 get 1 free spot on his website, and there's a bunch of great titles on there. So definitely get in for this. I mean, when this came in, and I talked to him, I immediately went there and pre-ordered something from him, and I just ordered 2 more things from him today. So that's everything that came in there. All the stuff that I've never seen, that I have nothing to tell you about except for look at what I got. This next bit that I got over here is a little bit longer. We're gonna go through them pretty quickly though. I got a couple more things obviously to say about them, because a lot of them I have seen. We're gonna go through them pretty quickly though, so let's get on to the next stack. All right, this one actually just came in today. As well. The Grindhouse Video came in today, and then this one just came in today from Amazon. It's Rambo 2. Rambo 2, because the Rambo films were very important to me as a kid. Movies that I should not have been watching at the age that I watched them at. But I don't own the Rambo films on Blu-ray, and then the first 3 all dropped to $5 a piece. The First Blood I picked up at Walmart. for $5, but then all of them dropped to that price point, the first 3. So when I picked all of them up, this one just came in today. The third one I would imagine would be tomorrow. So there is that one. But this little stack over here, if I can get it real quick, here we go. This little stack right here, this all comes from Hamilton Book, and I was originally going to save this collection update for when my my Vinegar Syndrome sale comes in, because I only grabbed 3 titles from there because I didn't go ham on Vinegar Syndrome because I was already tapped. A lot of people were a lot smarter than me and were kind of, you know, definitely making sure they had the money aside for Vinegar Syndrome. But like I didn't pre-order Rad or purchase Rad because I don't have any nostalgia towards Rad. I mean, I wanted to support kind of what they're doing, but I have no nostalgia for it. So I mean, I only grabbed 3 titles, but I'm super stoked for what I got. So because it was only 3 titles, I was gonna save this for that. But I've got stuff that's coming in, and I want to get this stuff out, and I want to open it up, and because this first one I want to open up because I think there might be something else inside of it, but I could be wrong. This is an upgrade for me, and this is the collector's edition of Hobo with a Shotgun. Now, there's a couple of titles in here that are have made their way into Dollar Trees before, and I'm seeing on this new wave that has not yet reached my stores yet of Dollar Tree, but I never saw Hobo with a Shotgun at Dollar Tree, and I never saw a lot of these other ones at Dollar Tree as well. I definitely wouldn't have seen any of them with a slip. I absolutely love Hobo with a Shotgun. Hobo with a Shotgun is a really, really fun story too, because it was very similar in line with Machete, how Machete was a fake trailer that was made during the Grindhouse double feature. This all started based off of a contest that was created for somebody to make a Grindhouse style trailer that would then be showed at a couple of film festivals. And Hobo with a Shotgun was, I believe, the winning entry. Then they went ahead and made it into a feature film in pure exploitation fashion, starring Rutger Hauer. It's a lot of fun. It really is. And it feels like there might be a booklet in there, but I don't want this video to run on too long, and these things are the bane of my existence. So we may, you know what, let's just do it, because there might be a booklet in there. I think there really might be a booklet in there. I don't know though. Oh. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Let's see real quick. Let's take a gander. No. Nope. There's no booklet. Okay, it just felt a little heavier. You know, sometimes they just feel a little heavier. I don't know. But to have it come with a slip is really, really cool. It's a nice embossed slip. One thing that's kind of a bummer, it's really nice, but it takes away from the folded, the creased poster look to have it embossed. But whatever, that's beside the point. This next one is Halloween 2. Halloween 2 on Blu-ray. I had the first one on DVD. It's one of the ones that went the way of all things, and I have been holding out because I want the 4K release, and I'm literally just being cheap about it for some reason. It's not that expensive, but I'm pretty sure it'll drop in price lower if I just wait. And so that's kind of what I'm holding out for, but this was at a great price, so I went ahead and picked up Halloween 2 to round that out because I love Halloween 2. This one, I believe, was actually, if it's not out of print, it was going out of print because I think this is part of the Screen Factory out of print, like while supplies last sort of deal. And this is an exploitation film. It's an exploitation revenge film from 1980. A revenge film sort of like in the style of I Spit on Your Grave, which I love that movie. And I used to have it on Blu-ray, and that's went the way of all things, and I can't find it. I can't find it, and I'm looking, trying to find it out in the wild. I'd have better look at like a Second and Charles, but I just haven't found it for a good price. And this is Demented. Demented. It is a revenge style where Linda Rogers is institutionalized in order to deal with her intense trauma. By the time she's finally released, her attackers have been brought to justice and imprisoned, but the psychological scars remained, and then she is pushed over the edge. So it's a little bit different than I Spit on Your Grave, but definitely the revenge exploitation style film. So really, really stoked for that one. This is a half upgrade for me because somewhere up there, somewhere in the DVD section, or in one of the DVD sections, I have this on, it's a double feature featuring The Curse of Frankenstein and Taste the Blood of Dracula. Christopher Lee Hammer film. I don't remember this one. This is 1969, but is this like the third one, the fourth one? I don't remember the chronology of where this one falls into place. But I am very happy to have this on Blu-ray. I don't have The Curse of Frankenstein on Blu-ray, so that double feature is going to stay. This next one I have seen as well, and that is It Follows. This is like a rare haul for me where I've seen most of the stuff. It Follows. I really liked this one. At my old job that I worked many, well, it's not that long. It feels a lot longer than it was. We worked 12-hour rotating shifts, and on night shifts, I would watch a lot of movies. And this is one that I watched during that time, and I really dug this one. I don't definitely give it the praise that it will receive when you look it up, but I really liked it. It was a really interesting take on the chain letter style movie, and some really cool perceptions of reality, and some good performances. Really dug It Follows, and I'm glad to be able to revisit it and have it on here as well. This one was a total blind buy for me just because it sounded interesting, and then it had a blurb from Quentin Tarantino on the front, which I didn't know about. I've seen this show up in Dollar Tree hauls. Doubt it will show up in mine, but that is Big Bad Wolves. I know nothing about this movie. A series of brutal murders puts the lives of 3 men on a collision course, and the father of the latest victim now out for revenge, a vigilante police detective operating outside the boundaries of the law, and the main suspect in the killings, a religious studies teacher arrested and released due to a police blunder. So it says entertaining as hell and wonderfully twisted. That is definitely right up my alley. So that's sort of, just the synopsis was enough for me to sort of jump into that, because I needed to fill in the budget that I had for this. So that's one. I'm really excited. What was the year on that? I apologize for not having that already ready. 2014. Now this film, I love this next movie. Both of these next two are actually both found footage horror films. I really like found footage horror films. I know that a lot of people, it's gonna be that they really dig them or they hate them, that they just despise found footage horror films. There's a lot of bad ones. I mean, there's a lot of bad movies in general, but there are a lot more bad found footage horror films than there are good ones, and that's really because of the fact that it's cheap. It's cheap to make one, but it's easy to make one, but it's hard to do it right. And this is one that not only did found footage right, but I think did anthology very well, and that is VHS. This is another one. It's shown up at Dollar Trees. I've never seen it, so I went ahead and picked it up now. I love this movie. I actually love the second movie way more, because the second movie has a zombie sequence where it's all from a GoPro helmet of like a cyclist, and you see his change into a zombie. It's phenomenal. But this one, the very first segment on here is wild. I'm super excited to have this. I've seen this twice, and now I own it, and I'm gonna watch it within the next few days again, because I love this movie. It's such a good movie, guys. The third one, VHS Viral, is an absolute abomination that should have never been made and should never be viewed by human eyes. But now that I have the first one, I'm gonna get the second one. I can't find it on Blu-ray for a good price, so I'll probably just have to pick up the DVD, which is fine for me. And I'm not as much of a collector of things that I don't want, but if I have the first one and the second one, I'm gonna have to get the third one, even though, like I said, it's basically a dumpster fire. So keeping with the found footage, we have Troll Hunter. Troll Hunter is another one. It's shown up at Dollar Trees. I've never seen it, so I picked it up now. This is another one that I watched on the night shift at that old job, and I really liked this one. I thought it was gonna be goofy. I thought it was gonna be a very cheesy, goofy film. It's not. It's really good. It's a Norwegian film, found footage style, about literally troll hunters, people out looking for these mythical trolls. It's really good. Year on this one, 2011, and there are just some basic fanfare and special features on this. I know I'm not gonna backtrack over here. I haven't been going into that. We got some deleted scenes, visual effects behind the scenes, that sort of thing. I really dig this one. If you like found footage horror films and you haven't seen either of these, definitely give them a check out. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. And this next one, I saw some people were finding this in a Walmart discount bin. My Walmart doesn't have a discount bin for movies, as strange as that is, and I've only seen one of these films. This is Scream Factory's Scream Queen double feature with The Fog and The Howling. The Fog, I definitely know John Carpenter's The Fog with Jamie Lee Curtis. It's a phenomenal film. and I haven't seen it in many years. It's probably, I don't think I used to have that one on DVD at all. But The Howling I've never seen. I'm familiar with the poster, not that artwork, but the theatrical poster. So like I know it when I see it, but I've just never actually seen the film. So that'll be fantastic to be able to go into both of these. I don't know. Is it good to double feature these two? I don't know. I definitely couldn't imagine something like when I'm reading about The Howling being the double feature with The Fog, but maybe I'm wrong. So I'm excited to check out those. So collectively, guys, that is everything. Ew, if I can line this up in a really nice shot, I doubt I can. But yeah, it's a little wobbly. But that is everything that I got. This is my fast elevator. Everything that I've got from these hauls, and there's many more coming in. That's why I went ahead and just showcased this one really quickly so that it wasn't sitting around and just kind of clogging stuff up, because there's some stuff that's coming in. There's one box in particular that's coming in that I'm real excited about. But other than that, thank you guys so much for sitting down and checking out all the stuff that I got on these sales. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any opinions on any of the films that I picked up, definitely leave a comment down below. We'll have a longer discussion about it. If you just want to say hi, I'll say hi back. All of my contact and social media information can be found in the description box down below. But other than that, guys, that's all that I have for you today. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you also enjoy the rest of your day.